Welcome back to Valhalla, worried punk bartender action. Oh no, I gotta make up essentially $2,400. This is stressful. Okay. B.t.c closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and weak currency, the BTC is given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. Wow. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using the abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Jill, gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefer Lilium Company. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kind of relationships have become immensely popular amongst Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon to be announced to address the situation. Jill, being away with Lilium can be tiring, though. Alrighty. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust the White Knights, and don't go out after 5 p.m. and don't go out, unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you want to come? Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city. Lol. We won't even be able to escape. So, can I even get some weed in the scrap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. This thread is closed. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Alright. At least we won't get distracted at work now, but frightening days ahead. This is a frightening day. $2,400. Let's go to work. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've almost got everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so, I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Yeah, let me handle all the money. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should at least have 2 people in the vicinity at all times. This is very true. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush on who? Cool! He... what? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me, to the bar you go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Go with a crush, huh? This place? Great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Oh, no. Now, where did she... Oh, Mr. Donovan, of course it's you. Oh, the hellhole, perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Oh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been a while. Usual drink, huh? Yeah, get him a big-ass beer. Damn, if I knew he was coming today, he's the one always rolling the fucking money. I would have bought the damn thing from earlier. But I guess you wouldn't know that anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed. Bang, bang. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. I think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I have to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feet, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the all-government eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize... A shitty page that will A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in a non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. I want to actually see, now that, like, I saw her do it, can I interact with anything that changes the background? I'm sorry, I'm just clicking around all over the place now, but... Yeah, no, I can't. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlets talking about that. Alright, kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast, that's new for me. Probably wants a big one, too. We'll go big Moonblast. Yeah, I can go big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All the rocks. Blend that bitch up. Bum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So... What brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored that... Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. Boy, is that a line. I want to know just how detailed these king-class Chia models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. God, I shouldn't be laughing, like this is horrible, but it's just the dialogue is so funny. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver. Literally. He'll probably want this one doubled up too. Why not? Let's get the fucker plastered and then get him the fuck out of here so he can forget about sweet old Kiramiki. Poor girl doesn't deserve this. Here. Alright. Well, seeing that she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left! The guy left!
Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video.
No, thank you!
Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
How nice of you.
It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure. So I don't want something sweet. We can do that. Sweet drinks. Let's give her a Blue Fairy. Blue Fairies are nice. She doesn't really like alcohol, but I heard that if you do get her plastered a bit, we'll give her 2. Just 2. Like, I think that should be fine. Mix it up. Bang.
Here.
Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him.
You don't have to. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. Understatement.
You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship.
Figure. Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
That's strangely common, and that's not always a good thing.
Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together, yep. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that. After he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try.
How nice.
He's a stick in the mud when planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
I see. You know, I met two fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans, doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me.
You know, when she puts it that way, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music?
To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it.
It's so nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Let me see. Oh, I do have it! I finally bought the fucking thing! Yes, you can have it. So what is it? I just put it in? I guess I just mix it. And then there it is, tea. Perfect. Every drink here is priced at 500. 700. Shit. Oh, I could have gotten the item. I should have just gotten the item. I should have known the game would just come through for me. Ah. Here. perfect, but it puts you... That's so smart that it puts you on edge like that about needing to pay rent. Because if that didn't happen, I would have gotten the item. I guarantee, like, watch, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make $3,000 today now. Perfect. Hey, you're King Class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and the DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads which make them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but where it's had more polish elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore. Do you want more? So we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by Blink. Of course, in return, they sang "Your Love Is a Drug." Ah, so you know about the Blink girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their on-stage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a nice party girl, through and through. If they were not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Oh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we wanted people to notice us, we'd have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I gotta go, but let's have a sparkling star first. Alright, sparkling star, can do. Bang. 1, 2, 1. We'll give her 2 karma stream for the road. Why not? Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Joe. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'm taking my break. Alright. Oh, 2 people I did not expect to come in, and I really needed to come in, came in. Oh, man! Oh. I feel bad for not buying the item now. I wonder if that, like, took an achievement away from me. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll save real quick. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Whatever door. Oh, I guess the door she comes in and out of. Alright, let's go. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella, what can I get for you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane, done. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Blend it up. Dum, bum. I love the music in this girl. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that. Gil is the one you can owe that to.
The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patience just opened for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. Blackjack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetic of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like the squad of Henshin heroes. What? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks and the like. Those are the dystopias of their own. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonetization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp choose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Boy, that's politics in a nutshell. Yeah. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, Hen what? Can I get a Brandini here, please? Sure. Now, let's give her a Brandini. She probably wants a big one after that. I won't make a big one, but I'm sure after that she would want one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1. Age it, mix it, bang, done. Here. Thanks. Oh, shoot. Whoa, that went up a lot. Thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay. A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kirimiki encore concert. You just missed her. Nice. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being a really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what's made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people, yep. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. But he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more than powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always had a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. Yeah, because your hairdo has a lot of explanation. I mean, I don't understand how you have drills and straight hair and ears at the same time. I understand that they explain the ears thing, but still. I see. I wonder if I could get in on the disabled line with say in her rooms. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. What's up with classic now? She's had a Bleeding Jane before, right? We'll get her a Bleeding Jane. Does she like that? I'm pretty sure it was her who had a Bleeding Jane before. Run that up, please. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if someone earns if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work with you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend to the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. Well, it isn't. Zaibatsu has been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in the database. It would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that all. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you could screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me. I like how she just does a sweeping motion to the left. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary. Damn it. Why is that stuck in my head now? Oh, while I pondered weak and weary. Over many quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Why did I go with that reference and then not pick up on this? You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Edgar Allan Poe pretty much is a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Big cobalt velvet can do! 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the rocks, mix it up. Stop it now, serve it. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bell? No, they do not. Wait, what? They do? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card reading told me that I'd meet great change, thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. Oh! I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all the sad stuff archived. Why? Jeez, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on the whole cult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. Wow! Backhanded compliment if you've ever heard one. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Yeah, you should probably not do that. Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? Why do you think?
It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to the lovers, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. Okay. I'm thinking I think I know what that is. That is because it's the occult. I'm thinking that's a reference to the arcana and when they have like the tarot card readings. I'm curious right now. I'm gonna look at it right now. The Lover's Tarot is 6. It is, which means that the Hermit is 9. That is what it is. I'm so proud. There's two. I can think two things for teaching me this. Yep, it is 9. The Hermit is 9. I can think 2 things for teaching me this. Persona, which used the tarot cards, which is really kind of the first time that I've actually really paid attention to what the names of the tarot cards were. But I didn't know that it was actually referencing tarot cards. I didn't know that the Arcana was dealing with that. I just, the Arcana, I'm just like, oh, this deals with Persona, and that's just a thing that they have in their universe. No, what actually taught me that those were relating to the tarot card numbers, and what the names of each tarot card was the game in Kakagurui that the president and Yumiko play together, where they have to go ahead and find the different tarot cards to add to a number, and that there's a number assigned to each one. So when they said the Lovers and the Hermit, I was like, oh shit, that's actually, damn. That's so weird to see, like, things that you learn from different things, like, piecing together, and then when it actually shows up here, you're like, I get it. I was convinced it meant wise choices. No. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". Yeah, there's no one. I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. A sugar rush? Are they trending now or something? I don't know. You tell me, Jill. You have all the answers. 1, 2, 1. Let's put some Karmatrine in this bitch. It's just... mix it up. Bang, bang. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Your move, Alma. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. Don't cheat. It's not good. I'm not saying that because I cheated. It's because I've been cheated on. 3 different girls. Yep. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. It's funny. One of my college breakups was because of distance. He started with a friendly hit, and before you know it, oh, I see. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. That's so weird because it's not like I always do. Like, I'll like mess with people, like I'll shove them a little bit or just like give them like a little like tap or anything like that. I've never like gone out of my way to be like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna fucking assault you. That's weird that it would escalate to that. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. Yeah, that's a big red flag for me. That's like a nope. Marriage after only knowing you for a year, half a year. I would maybe consider a year, but we gotta be super comfortable at that point. Like, it's gotta feel like a, yeah, this is right, not a, I really need to get married kind of thing. And then there's Richard. Richard, who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Listen to me, family is almost like the biggest I don't care ever. Like, your family doesn't like me, you don't like my family, it's just like a whatever, I don't care. This is our lives that we're spending together. If the families don't get along, it's just, to me, it's not the end of the story. Maybe it is for other people, but for me, it's never been like, hey, your family doesn't like, just, sorry, hey, you don't like my family or my family doesn't like you. Fuck them. I don't really care. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distances himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. Okay, I was gonna say, that wasn't so bad until the he didn't want kids part, because that is actually something I could see a relationship kind of just breaking off for. At the end of the day, if you do want kids, and that's your desire, and this person's like, I don't want kids, the relationship's just kind of done at some point. You know what I mean? It just happens that way. It is so weird. I'm so on the fence on it. Like, the older I'm getting, I'm just kind of like, well, if I really wanted one, I mean, you know, I can always do it. I guess I would just have to be with someone younger than I am. You know, obviously the girl has to be younger because, you know, biologically, the older they get, the more they put themselves at risk. And the more unlikely it is to happen. But, I mean, I'm also just kind of like, if, you know, the person that I end up just being with is like, I don't want kids, I'm like, okay, cool, works for me. But I also want it. Also for me, it's like I need to be in a position in which having kids is not like a burden. Having kids, it's like, oh, I can actually take care of my child and give him like a fair shot at life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have a kid and be struggling through still wanting to do YouTube and streaming and all the other things that I want to do. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he changed his mind. Nope. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. At one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. This is her fourth drink, I think. It's interesting. I don't think she normally drinks this much. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm tempted to give her a big one, but I'm staying vanilla here. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed about that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. It's very interesting that a hacker is very kind of just out in the open about herself. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Oof, that's a question. Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. Yeah, I was like, there's no certainty that, first of all, that's one, true, and two, if they're natural, you just fucked yourself. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now, ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. I'll gladly take you on your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Oh, that's right! Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There are other utilities like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for mumps. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment, and it can pass off as the original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation.
I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. You didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want... Yeah, that's... Okay, I was like, I do remember seeing her hand. And I was like, I wasn't sure if that was a glove or not, because there were times where I was like, is she actually part robot? But no, she just got an implant. Well, I guess it would be that. But yeah, no, she has the implant, because I was like, I don't know if those are gloves. I didn't know if she was like a robot or anything like that, but there it is. I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? Are we even? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded like sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Why? You just called me by my full name. No, she didn't. Technically, she did not. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Oh, god damn it. Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. That's so weird. Okay, so there was that one chapter where the Lilum could see her, right? That's obviously what they were referring to, is that the Lilum could see her. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough. I like this track. I need to know what track this is. Actually, there it is. Follow the trail. There's my answer. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though. I see. But what is this one? Out of orbit. Okay, that's another fun one I like. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that. Like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Why? Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? It's scripted, there's a difference. Aren't Twin Tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve the legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake, you don't. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. Might as well see it as a unique form of theater. It is. Except you can actually get injured, and that physical strain that you put your body through is very real. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers start... Damn it. There it is. It's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. People will bring up guys like Chris Benoit or something like that, or wrestlers who died, and then be like, but wrestling's fake. And I'm like, explain the depths of wrestlers that have happened over the years. Like, it's not fake. Scripted, yes. There's a difference. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh my god, a fucking Iron Sheik reference. Break his back and make him... I can't do the accent. Oh my god. Oh well. Wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Oh my god, she said fuckboy! Okay, Dana is officially my favorite character ever. She just straight up called him a fuckboy. It's the best. This is the best thing ever. Dana, I love Dana so much now. That is the greatest thing ever. I've been sitting here using fuckboy for like a month to just describe random people. And here she is, finally doing it. This is the best. Fuckboy. Ah! 8th grade what?
I fucking called it. I made 3,000 bucks. I could have just bought the fucking item. $3,000. Damn it! Damn it! It's always... But that's the thing. It's just like, your rent is more important. Getting that in on time is way more important. So you take care of that. And then this happens. $34.40. 30% commission. No mistakes. $10.32 in payment. $12.50 in tips. $500 flawless bonus. And then an extra $300 on top of that. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Achievement unlocked. I feel like an adult. I got it done. I got the 1,000 in there. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Have a nice day. Jill, we have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay. Oh, damn. I kind of want to, out of spite now, just go and buy the fucking thing. You know what? No, we'll do it as like a celebration moment. Give me the fucking Neko thing. Give me the cat. Focus. Oh, it was an achievement. And by getting it, I got the damn achievement. Yes. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. There's Neko Kitty. It's right there. Alrighty. Next time on Valhalla. Oh, damn. That's so crazy. I could have just gotten in the first place and I would have been at $200. Which that would have made me feel like shit to be at $200, but still crazy. Alright. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Good night.